Hey everybody! Hey, Heather here, coming to you live each and every day, Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday. We're at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4. 4 on Facebook. And then Fridays, 8 and 10. 10 on Facebook. So last one of the day, we are on Facebook, mainly on YouTube. So we give you every opportunity to jump on, ask your questions, learn about Luminous, from airbrush, of course, everybody knows this for airbrush, from airbrushing, color cosmetics, just anything and everything. If there's like, hey, I heard about this product, do you have that? Like, we can, if I don't have it here with me, I'll get it. We can figure it out. We'll learn it. All right. So I'm here for you to ask any and all questions. My eyes are a little red because I've been, actually, I think it's just this one. We've been doing all the lives today, so my face is like, no more, taking off the makeup. Hello, Z, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you back today. Hello, Linda, good to see you. Hope all is well on your side of the world. All right, I am going to start. We always start with our, regardless of whatever we talk about, we always talk about the basics. So like what you get with your system, whatever the case may be. We do talk about the starter kit. We know that there's a lot of people out there that either have a system, want a system, are thinking about ordering, have ordered it and haven't even opened it. So we want to go over the basics because I want to show you how easy it is. It's not, I think when you get that package home and you're like, oh, can I do this? You saw the infomercial, you're like, woo, I want that. This is going to be amazing. And then you get it home and you're like, can I do this? Yeah, but it sits in the box. So the biggest thing is get it out of the box. That is the first step. Hey, Jeannie, good to see you. So let's go over our starter kit real quick. This is, bam, our starter kit. It's one of them. We have the Icon. We also have the Icon Pro, which looks the same, but it's a different color and it has 2 speeds. We also have the Legend, and all of the product or all of our systems come with foundation and love and blush. And we give you 2 bottles of the foundation. Number 1, just so you can practice, like dive in there and get started. But then you can use them because they're not the same color. They're similar colors, but you can use them to color match 365 days a year. So you will have that perfect shade match, no demarcation lines or anything like that. We do give you a bottle of love and a bottle of the blush, and they are in the smaller bottles because, remember with Luminous, you're using 10 times less makeup. And so you're only using like drops. With the blush, because it's so high pigmented, you're only using about 2 drops, and that's it. If you use more, you're gonna look like a clown. And hopefully you have somebody in your life that will tell you too much blush. I call it blush happy. Like if somebody gets, I had a friend that used to get bronzer happy, till I set her straight. I'm like, ooh, got a new bronzer? And because she would go, you just go overboard a little bit. But because our products are so high pigmented, and especially the blush, because it does kind of bloom later. So you'll put it on till the point of, oh my gosh, I almost love it, stop. And then by the time it blooms, you'll love it. All right. So these are the things we want you to do when getting started. Number 1, like I said, get it out of the box, start using it, start practicing. As soon as you plug it in, and turn it on, there's air that comes out. And it all comes put together. You don't have to, there's not an 82-page document from IKEA on how to put this together. You just plug it in and turn it on and it'll start doing the air. And keeping it 4 finger widths away and moving this and just really concentrating and feeling the air, that's practicing. And then eventually you can put water in here and start pulling back on the trigger. And that's another step. You can also take a paper towel, a tissue, and spray the foundation on there as well. If you see any hot spots, if it's wet, if it's streaky, then you know that you need a little more practice. But if you can spray that very smooth and where it's flawless, then you got it. You got it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna see who else is here. Hello, Renee, how are you? Hello, Deborah, Jacqueline, how are you? Good morning. Good afternoon, Amber. Z wants to know, can you please tell me the name of a cheap price, good quality liquid contour and blush to use with the airbrush? Yes, but let's touch back on that. Z also says, so guys, real fast, this one is on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you see me talking to somebody that's not there on your channel, just know that they're on the other channel, and I'm not just talking, like making stuff up. Like Deborah says, Heather is the most amazing person ever. Like I actually see people there. And we all know that Renee loves her blush. So we will go over that too. Except Love and Blush, can you please tell me the name of a cheap price, good quality liquid contour? Big blush user. A liquid contour? If I was I'm trying to think if there's one out there. If you're not going to airbrush contour, the only other things to contour with are either concealers or powders. I mean, I guess you can do it with foundations as well. Just different, highs and lows of foundation. But it's like, I don't understand what you mean by liquid contour big blush. I don't, give me a little more detail. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. My eyebrows are done. I have done my makeup 4 times today. And so we are going to continue with that. And, when you're first starting out, guys, I want you to do that starter kit. Look at the 8 o'clock on YouTube, because I only covered what's in the starter kit. You'll see us do a lot of different we have over 350 items. So we always like to show different things that you can use to get that perfect look. But when you're first starting out, all I want you to do is just do the foundation. Just get that down. Because once you get this down, everything else is easy. Is it easy? Because it just goes in there and you're applying it the same way. So that's easy. So just get the foundation down, like bump, 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 done. Just get that down, because then the next step would be to get into like what is the step for you to get that perfect look. And mine changes daily, whether it's just doing the foundation just to even out my skin tone. I actually have the CC concealer on right now. And I have it on my lids because my lids are darker. I have it under here, but I don't have it all over my face. And I'll tell you right now, if I put some liner on, mascara, and some lips, I'd be good. If that's the look I was going for that day, right? If I was going for that super, a natural look, that's it, like not to scare children, then I'm fine. But for those days that we want to maybe step it up, then we can talk about other products as well. All right, so I do have the CC concealer. I'm trying to think what I've done today because I want to do something different. I think I'm going to go in. I'm going to go straight for. Let's go ahead and do it because I've used Plum Blush before a lot today. What's the name of a cheap price, good quality liquid contour and blush? So again, Z, I don't know. Hey, Patty on YouTube. Hello. Z, I don't know. Liquid contour, to me, that all that is a I don't mind talking about other products. Jeannie, you are so funny. I am 5'8", by the way. So with liquid, you're just going to get a concealer. So you can get an inexpensive concealer, like at a grocery store, you know, wherever. I don't know if e.l.f. has concealers or not, but you can get an inexpensive concealer and contour and highlight with those, and then airbrush on top of that. And that would give you, that would do that for you as well. All right, so I'm going to do 2 drops of natural blush, which we love. And then 2 drops of Tulip. And if you don't have natural blush, you need to get it, because natural blush mixed with any of the blushes is amazing. It is beautiful, stunning. You'll want it. It's awesome. It's not as powerful as like Tulip, Plum, Soft Rose, Apricot. It's not as powerful. And the natural blush has a little bit of shimmer to it. So you mix that in with anything and it's perfect. All right. So I'm mixing Tulip and natural together. I do have the CC concealer on. And then I'm just going to start. I start my movements first. Now also remember, if you use anything that is pre-coverage, know that you don't have to cover it 100%, because of, like, and that's not normal, like traditional makeup. Traditional makeup, you would worry about covering it 100% each and every time. But with Luminous, you don't, because everything you put on your face is going, that has pigment, is going to give you coverage. And so, and then I'm going to do some on my eyes. Oh, I just love this color. All right. So I used the blush, used it all up. Again, because natural was mixed in with it, it is going to be a little softer, not as powerful when it dries and how it pops up a little bit. Now I can go in and I can use my Silk 4-in-1. I like the Silk 4-in-1 just because it does have the anti-aging properties in it. It has your moisturizer primer, and your foundation, your concealer. So you technically can just go straight into airbrushing. It's the more forgiving foundation. It had me at anti-aging properties. I was like, okay. So when I start airbrushing, I do go in and I make well, hello, Jeannie. Jeannie's playing matchmaker over on YouTube. All right, so now I'm going to go in and just make Z. Y'all can, y'all are amazing. I mean, it's so funny. The people that have been here and been here for a while, like everybody gets very protective. But guys, ask me questions. That's exactly what I want. I want people to ask me questions. Of course, I'm going to tell you about Luminous and what we have, but I know you can't maybe at first buy every single product that we have. That's why I always tell you that airbrush can work with traditional and airbrush. So it doesn't have to be an all or nothing. You can build up That's why we always create our list of our wants, of what we want, and our list of priorities change as far as like, oh, this is my most important, I want this. And then you'll see something else and you're like, no, I like that better, I want that. So that always changes. So what I'm saying is like, bring your current makeup bag to our live chats, and I can tell you what to use and how to use it with foundation, with airbrushing. All right. And then we can see what's most important to you and see what steps we need to take to get you to the next point. All right. Does that make sense? Let's see. Can you do a video explaining the difference between eraser, boosted, love, and all the other non-found? Oh, Lord. Girl, Susie, that would take me 5 years and 2 days. But we touch on that in a lot of them. I'm like trying to think how I can do that. That's the we usually have it broken down in categories as far as like what I like to call pre-coverage. So eraser, X out, CC concealer, color correctors, traditional concealers. That's all in your pre-coverage, and that's going to be more on the coverage, on the concealing part of it, the step up in coverage. And then airbrush the foundation over that. Love, glow, boost it. Those kind of things are a little different because like boosted is a complexion enhancer. Some people say they can use boosted by itself. Like for those non-makeup days, you can use boosted by itself and then you're done. I actually try not to do that. I just mix it in with my foundation. When I use boosted, I'll just mix a drop or two of boosted in my foundation to boost my complexion. What was the other thing you said? Love that is an illuminator. That's going to give you some luminosity. So it will highlight, but it's very subtle. So that kind of, that's Susie. It's a very good question, but it's very in depth. And so I would check out our videos so you can see the different products that we use, because we do talk about different things all the time. If you come on and you're like, tell me about Boost It right now. Like I've already talked about Love. I have talked about like how to use it. I did that in the first video on YouTube at 8 a.m. I talked about Love. Boosted, I didn't talk about today, but we have talked about it in the past. And so we can definitely get, kind of nail that down for you as well. I hope that helps. All right. So now I have foundation. I have concealer, blush, foundation. And now I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use the brown Persuasion eyeliner. And I'm just going to go in and just tickle my lash line. And everybody asked me like, how do you know whether to do a thin line or a thick line? Depends on if I mess up. If I mess up, it's going to be thicker, because that will be the look that I want that day. But if you stay right at that lash line, you're good. Let's see. Well, thank you, Z. Z says that you're a very good makeup artist. You show every step by step very nicely. It helps her out a lot. I like that. And I do. I help everyone. Anybody who comes on here, I don't care if you're mad, happy, sad, I don't care. We're going to help you. Oh, thank you, Z. I really appreciate that. This time I'm not going to cat it out. I used the Temptation eyeliner last hour And I did cat it out, or wing it out, but I'm not on this one. So fresh face. I haven't put any really shimmer on because I do have the shimmer from the natural blush that's on my eyes and on my cheeks. So I'm not going to add any more. So I'm going to do, y'all are hilarious. Okay. What do you think about porcelain? Porcelain is, hold on, I need to curl my lashes. Sorry. Porcelain is great. It is colorless. And so it is a great one to practice with, but make sure you shake it up. You're going to want to shake it up. Even though it is colorless, it does blow out a little bit differently. But what I like about it is if you first start out, you can put it on before your foundation. But when you first start out, if you do get heavy-handed a little bit with the airbrushing, because if you're still applying it like traditional makeup, you can apply porcelain after your makeup. Like I'm going to apply it right now, and it helps settle everything. So I like the fact that you can use it, or if you want to refresh your makeup, you can do that as well. All right, so applying a little bit of mascara. Straighten up those curly lashes. Linda's asking about my coworker. She's doing good. So we were self-quarantined for 2 weeks. And I was like, where's your off button? I would literally, I'm like, she goes, Mommy, what are you doing? I go, I'm looking for your off button. She does not stop talking. Z, we're wrapping it up today, but I can do that tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow at 4 if you want to do an eyeshadow look. I did a couple today, actually. So if you jump on YouTube, you will see a couple that I did today, but I can do one for tomorrow as well. All right, so now mascara is on. My eyes are coming to life. And I think I want to do this fun one. I always like to have the fun makeup. Even though, like, because I have the tulip, which is really, oh no, maybe I can do this one. Hold on. I was going to do this lip stain, I think. Or I do have a bright. No, it's not that pink. Oh, what to do, what to do. La, 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 la. I did red earlier, but I'll do, this one is Paradise lip stain. So with the lip stains, I get it on as soon as possible and off my teeth. Get that edge. So I went a little out on that edge. To be very precise. All right. Get that on. It is very bright. Now, when it is wet, when you're first putting it on, you can rub your lips together. You do it however you need to get it even. I make sure I go in and get that edge nailed down. And then after I do this, I leave my lips up hard for a second. So just leave your lips apart and then lick your lips. But don't rub them during the day. If you rub them together, that's going to break up the lip stain. But this will be on probably until tomorrow. Even brushing my teeth and everything, it'll probably be on. So our lip stains do have amazing stain power, especially now that we have to have our mask on. We have to do all that. It ain't going anywhere. It's going to stay. So there you go. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. All right, guys. So good to see you today and spend the whole day with you guys. I hope to see you back. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m., 8, 10, 12, 2, and 4 on our Thursday. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.